Okay, hi. Welcome to Epcot's International Festival of the Arts, where I am currently wearing everything I own. I don't know if you can, it's cold. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Do we need to do a fit check? We'll do it in a minute. Okay, so here's the thing. Here is the menu they have that you can pick up. This is your little passport for success. In here, they do have an area on about page 12 that has the QR code where you can scan for your allergy menu if you need that. That will bring you to all of the allergy menus compiled with the exception of, and I'm going to sound like a broken record here, but with the exception of the countries that are not owned by Disney. So that is China, Italy, Japan, France, Italy. I already said Italy. Mexico. There you go. There's the 5. Okay. So, and then from that, we make this guide that I have. And this will give you all of the details. I include drinks on here. I check out every booth and the third-party booths as well. And then have little recipes for success at the end of how to order and stuff like that. Not actual recipes, because I no cook. And if you follow my Instagram, Lord, you know that. But yeah, I think it's going to be a good festival. There's not a lot listed like on the allergy menu, but there are a ton of other things that can be modified. So I invite you to sit down, grab some gluten-free popcorn or the snack of your choice, and let's go through this together. Okay, our first stop here is opening bites over by Encanto. Whoa, I went way out of range there. There it is, over by Encanto. Sorry about that. Here's the menu. We have a soft shell crab slider, enchanted rose, not for you. There's some champagne, you can have that. A couple of stouts, you know what that means. Stay away. Yep. And then we're gonna go look at that soft shell crab. Come on. Hi, over at Opening Bites, which is the stand right next to Communicore Hall. So where they do the Encanto show and they have like a little display and stuff set up in there. That is where I am right now. You need to know this information. This stand actually opens at 9:30 in the morning. It opened, the rest of the festival stands open at 11 plus one, this plus one. This one opens at 9:30 because it's right next to the show. And so they want people to be able to grab brunch, right? You might want to grab a glass of bubbly, maybe a cider, or maybe you want to go ahead and get yourself some soft shell crab. Yeah, you do. You know you do. Okay, this is soft shell crab. It's a slider to come. Green papaya slaw and mango ketchup on a sweet roll. So what we did was we got that roll out of there. Not out of there. We didn't even put it on. Omitted. Omit. This crab is made with a corn flour blend, so it does not contain wheat flour or the no-no flours. It contains the yes flours unless you have a corn allergy, and then, sorry. But yeah, you can get this, and it's got the, I'm going to try some of this papaya slaw. I don't know, it looks like, oh. Well, that's crunchy. Ooh. It's very tangy. Crunchy and tangy. That's not what you came for. What you came for was to see what the soft shell crab is like. Soft shell crab is such a delicacy, honestly, for me, because I used to love this so much back before that I found out that I had the celiac, before I got the affliction, and I wasn't able to have it anymore because most places, of course, fry it up with not corn flour or in a shared fryer. And so here I'm going to go in for this huge bite because I deserve this, and so do you. You know? The mango ketchup, that is a funky flavor. It is cooked well. Soft shell crab is not fishy, and it's not really crabby. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you get a crab cake. We don't get them a lot, right? You get a crab cake and it's like, can be kind of like real crabby, fishy, oceany. Not this. This is good. I'll show you the inside of her now. This sounds bad. Cheers. Oh my gosh. Okay. So first surprise of the festival, of course it's not marked in the menu, be marked in my guide. Gluten-free. Yay! Okay, here we are in Communicore Hall, where they have a lot of Figment stuff. A lot of different things. And then
Out in London.
they have this area set up for Disney Broadway. And you can see all of the different costumes that they've used. There's different little movies. Yeah. There's Lion King. This is a really cool area to walk through. I would say normally like come in and get some AC and hang out, but you don't need AC today. It's freezing cold. But this is really neat. Hi, just wanted to make a note that over by the land, which is right up over in this area, we got the land, and then past that is the Finding Nemo area. There is this little stand right here, this little hut that you see behind me. They have different things that you can get there, like pickle in a pouch, a fruit cup, a fruit bar. So all of those can be for you, of course, water and that kind of thing. And then they have a Florida tropical smoothie. This smoothie is Dole Whip pineapple, banana, and mango. And it is phenomenal. They usually have it with like a little edible hibiscus flower on top, but it is so good. It is so good. I highly, highly recommend that one. Yeah, Florida smoothie. Okay, here we have the Craftsman's Courtyard. This is as you make your way over into Swirled Showcase if you're walking from the Figment area. So we've got a beef Wellington that you cannot have, but then there is a roasted PEI mussel, and that dish can be gluten-free if you omit the bread that comes with it. It also is dairy-free, so that's great. The coffee old-fashioned cocktail, they will likely not be able to tell you if this is gluten-free or not, but that is by ingredient. That one, yes, is gluten-free. So up to you. Okay, Craftsman Courtyard. There we go. Hey, just a little heads up about this area. This area is open from 11 to 5 every day. It is a group effort for a mural. So over here you can grab they will give you a little paint cup. They will give you your square to fill in with your paint cup, and you will come over here and make it. And then when it was all said and done, it makes this lovely mural. And they will give you a little piece at the end that shows you what it looks like when everybody's complete. But it's really cool. Group effort, community-driven event. Okay, walking over, the only way that makes sense to me to go into World Showcase, and this is Pop Eats. Pop Eats is known for their grilled cheese and tomato soup, and now they have a croque monsieur inspired grilled cheese. None of those are for you. You cannot have them. I honestly did not even ask about the tomato soup because for $6, you don't need a little tiny can of tomato soup. Let's just get you something that will be a little bit more filling. But if you want to stay in line, the only thing that I get here is this, the Blanc de Bleu Cuvée Mousseux. Oh, I feel like I nailed that. Did I get that right? Let's go get some of that. So I'm gonna need some juice, you know what I mean? Mom needs juice. Okay, here we go. So the Pop Eats, I just told you about this drink over there, and I like to get it every year just because it's kind of fun, even though like champagne, I can't really do it all that much, but that's okay. So look at this guy. She's blue, blue sparkling blue, with a lot of popping balls in here. Now, here's what I want to do. Can we just have a little science lesson for a minute? Just you and I. I am not a science teacher, but I do believe in science. Okay? You too. We all believe in science. And so I'm just going to tell you that right here, this drink is about volume. Yeah. So while these little balls seem fun, and at some point you can drink them, I guess, and they're filled with juice and they can pop in your mouth, without the balls, you get more of the juice, the mama juice, the champagne, the bubbly, the blue. Do you know what I mean? So you can just ask for it without, and you will be getting more of the cuvee than your counterpart, or whoever you're with, or whoever was in line. I don't think it adds to the flavor. Maybe it does. I don't know. But cheers, cuvee. Next up, we have Swirled Showcase. This year, they have a couple of different Dole Whips that you would have to get in a cup, lemon, lime, and strawberry. And then they have an imagination cone. This one is pink vanilla soft serve and a lavender cone. You would obviously get it without the cone. They have Sparks of Imagination or white chocolate figment wings. Those wings are actually gluten-free, so you could get it like that. And then they have a candy trio flight. Yeah, so the Candy Trio Flight, here's what this is. We had it last year because my son was here with me. He like faked a belly ache at school or something and hitched a ride. Anyhow, but this is Dole Whip Strawberry with Starburst Minis Fruit Chew, Dole Whip Lemon with freeze-dried Skittles, and Dole Whip Lime with chili lime seasoning and Lifesaver gummies. So that is something delicious. I'll pop a picture in so you can see what that looks like. But yeah, Dole Whip Flight. It's been better than a hard cider flight as far as I'm concerned. Update to the refreshment port. Here we are. Refreshment port is no more. It's having a refurb, and it's coming back as something insanely exciting. I cannot wait for that. Do I know what it is? I do. Am I going to tell you? Not yet. Making our way into World Showcase, we have Deco Delights. Here they have a food item that you cannot have. They also have a couple of beers. They do have a strawberry shortcake hard cider, which you could have, and a Boyd & Blair espresso martini. All of the Boyd & Blair cocktails are naturally gluten-free and vegan, so that is a good to go. It's not my favorite espresso martini now that I actually drink espresso martinis, but it is still definitely a nice, safe option if you would like it. This is also the stop where they have the completer prize if you do that. However, the only thing that we can have on that completer prize is the beet tartare. So if you wanted to get 5 beet tartares, you would get a completer prize that is slightly like a cookie that you cannot eat. So take that for what it's worth. And here we go. Here's the pop art latte over at Joffrey's Coffee. They have several Joffrey's Coffee. There's one over by Canada, one by Guardians of the Galaxy, one here as you enter World Showcase, and then one in America. They all have that pop art latte, and yes, that is gluten-free. We just went through and checked all the ingredients. So, yippee skippy! What's next? Okay, here is Fictional Victuals. This is on the way to Mexico. This one has beach oysters that are okay for you. You can have plate of Impossible Bites that are okay with a modification. And then that's it. That's all you can have here. There's a couple others that are not for you. Let's go check it out. Okay, here we have the booth at Mexico. There are a couple of food items here. There are some drinks. I'm not going to get them because I usually never do. I'm just not a big margarita fan. But those are gluten-free by the ingredients listed. Okay, let's check it out. So we're over at Mexico. El Artist Hambriento. Possibly. Es posible. Oh, see, I nailed that one. Okay. So the deal with Mexico is like the other ones we talked about before. This is a third-party booth. So those allergy mangoes are not going to be listed in the app. I'm trying to think of anywhere else online that you can find them and you can't. So I'm not just like making up that you would need my guide in order to find these ones. But I don't think there's like Disney Park Spot. I mean, all those things, they don't really cover the allergy ones, especially third party if they're not marked. So anyhow, there are 2 things here that we can get. One is the tostada de cangrejo. Could be. This is a crispy corn tortilla topped with guacamole and lump crab, mango, crispy onions, and hot sauce. That one looks delicious. And then we've got a passion fruit paleta, tropical passion fruit ice pop filled with sweetened condensed milk topped with chili lime seasoning. This one is gluten-free as well. Obviously contains dairy because it is sweetened condensed milk, not coconut milk. And so here you go. And I went over to a quick service and got a little cup to put it in because they just hand it to you like this. So if you're getting like a bunch of options and a drink or something, you just may want to like come prepared already with your little cup from somewhere else. And then you can just boopity boop. There you go. Okay. So let's try this tostada with lump crab. We're just crabbing it today. There's a lot of crab. Crispy onion. All right. Tostada's good. Tiny piece of mango. Went right down my throat. It's okay. No Heimlich needed. We're already over here. But let me try this crab by itself. Actually, I'm going to try it with a little avocado. So I think in contrast to the crab that we had earlier, that soft shell crab, this one, at least smell-wise to me, smells like it's going to be a little bit more crabby. These lump crabs. Does have a good, like it's been marinated. I don't know, maybe lime juice or something. It does taste good, but that is legit lump crab. So I'm a fan. I mean, it is good. All the flavors blend well together. I dig it. All right, all right. I'll give it a go. Okay, so the final one over here, we've got the passion fruit paleta. This is tropical passion fruit ice pop filled with sweetened condensed milk. I want you to see the inside of it. Topped with chili, lime, and seasoning. Tahini, you know what I mean? Oh my God. It is so good. It's like, it should not be this good. Maybe I just never put condensed milk into things. I mean, I'm not going to start. But as a treat, wow. Oh my God, wait. It's a filling. It's a filling. Oh. All right, don't pass this one up. Even on a cold day. Hot diggity dog. Mm-hmm. That's so good. It's like light, refreshing with that surprise filling in there and the spicy seasoning. Mama Vanna winner. That's good, you guys. Yeah, get it. Okay, here we have Figment's Inspiration Station over at the Odyssey Center. And in here, there are 0 food options for you, so please don't get your hopes up. Well, there's the popcorn bucket. With popcorn, you can have that. Yep, that one's for you. But the other option that you can have is a Figment Imagination Lemonade, which is just a simply lemonade with a choice of flavor. And then they also have several hard ciders. I don't know why, but people just dig on this hard cider so much. Okay, so there's a black cherry hard cider, orange cream, strawberry banana, and that's it. So there's 3 hard ciders in there and then a lemonade. So if you did want to go in there and other people were going in, or if perhaps the weather warms up and you need a break from the heat, that's what you can get. Or at a Figment popcorn bucket, which is cute. It looks like a little Figment, like the same Figment they had many years ago where it's the actual Figment, the big guy. And then he's got his little artist hat on and a little artist paintbrush. So he is cute. I mean, I would probably get it if I didn't already have a Figment. But how many Figments can you have? Never enough.
Spend $50, yeah. It's worth it.
Okay, here we have the Painted Panda. This is another non-Disney owned booth. There is nothing here to eat. I'm so sorry. Let's see. What can I offer you? A strawberry bubble milk tea. They have a hard lemonade and a butterfly blue cocktail. So you can have some cocktails over here in China. The thing that I always say to look out for is that because the food, like none of the food is gluten-free and it is third party, personally, I just skip the booth to be safe. I know that plenty of people have gotten the cocktails there before and have enjoyed it. I have usually steered clear just because, you know, there's so many other places. Let me show you some of them. Come with me. Okay, on our travels, I have run into other people on their travels, and they have told me about a Lorcana hunt throughout the parks. And it's like a limited time, only until they run out. Apparently, it's a free hunt to do. I love little find and seek things through the parks. So I'm going to double back a little bit to get one and then continue on my day and see where that brings us. But that's kind of fun, yeah? Okay, so I thought you picked these things up over at the Disney Traders area in the stores, but apparently you don't. You need to go down the art walk more towards the front of the park where there's the Figment statue. I will show you, hang on. So here I'm walking down. Hi! Oh my gosh, good. Okay, seeing friends. So you walk down over here towards the statue and then, start the statue. My goodness, I'm out of breath already. Towards Spaceship Earth. There's a Figment statue. It says Festival of the Arts right next to it, and this is where we pick up our things. Let's give it a try. Okay, we're gonna do this on the fly. So here's what you get. It's a Lorcana Quest scavenger hunt around the parks, and then they have all these different things that you can find. They're like big Lorcana cards, and then you put the sticker there. And that will give you, will like unlock a code for this very special card. And here are all the stickers that it puts on, and then it comes with a free pack of cards. So there we go. I'm gonna play that. I love it. It was free. You just sit in line and get it. I was there, they said they ran out, and so everybody started walking away. And then like 2 minutes later, because I stopped to talk to, I ran into Jana Stiles. I don't know if you've heard, but we had a chat for a minute, and then suddenly they came back and they were refueled. So here we go. That's fun. Scavenger hunt. So here's an example, like one of the steps. And then you just put the sticker for that onto your map sticker. There you go. Here we are at the Deconstructed Dish. So this, in years past, have been kind of a fan favorite for a few reasons. They have a deconstructed BLT, which looks a little something like this. And then a key lime pie, which looks a little something like this. Now this key lime pie, in years past, it was not circle like that. It did not have the stuff on the side to dip. So unfortunately this year, that cannot be modified to be gluten-free because of all those cookie crumbs. You see what I mean? This deconstructed BLT can be, but they are going to remove the onion bread pudding there in the middle, and you will get the pork belly, the egg, and then the globs of other stuff. Okay, so you can get that if you would like to. And the deconstructed strawberry mint julep is with or without alcohol. So those are your options here at Deconstructed Dish. I am not going to get this one because, I don't know, the BLT just is not worth the trade-off for me. And there are a lot of other places that I want to get some stuff. So let's go to those other places. Okay, we are over at the Refreshment Outpost. This is in Africa, so that area between China and Germany. Here we are. And they have a cookie. You cannot have that. But there is a soft serve that can come in a cup. Pineapple, salted caramel, or swirl. The frozen slushy is also okay. And then over here on the regular stand, we have a Boyd and Blair Orange Cosmo. You can have that too. Yep, so a couple of things over here to get while your children are over here showing you their percussion talent. Okay, over at the Pastoral Palette, this is in Germany. Let me see if I can get this one out of there. Got a delicious menu lineup for you. The red wine braised beef short rib, that one is gluten-free. It is marked gluten-free. Black forest cake in the app. We still have to tell them. Always still tell them that you have an allergy. But there it is. Here's a picture of that one. And here, of course, is where they have the frozen rosé. Here it is. I love that frozen rosé. I'm going to wait right now. I think. Should I get it? Maybe I'll wait. Maybe I'll get it. Let's see. Okay, Italy. Over here, we've got Italy. So I was hoping for the polenta, but that's a big no. Apparently the sauce, like it all came down to the sauce. Everything in that polenta right here was gluten-free, except for they put flour in the sauce, and that was it. And then raspberry spuma, this one is gluten-free right here, so you can have that one. And of course, the drinks by ingredients listed are fine, not the beer. The wine's okay. There's Italy. We're not going to get that dessert this time because I'm going to save that for a different dessert. Oh, yes, I am. We're going to go get it right now. Do you know where we're going? We're going to go this way. Onward, travelers. Why do I keep saying travelers? I'm not in Hollywood Studios. I'm in Epcot. World traveler. Sure. All right, let's do that. Hi. Okay, here we go. Is this on? Oh, Lord. It's not even facing me. What's happening? What am I doing? What am I doing? Nobody knows. It's fine. Okay, so over at the artist table, this is in the American Adventure in America Pavilion, which is also where they have a huge bathroom in the back. And that is where I stripped off at least 3 of my layers. I did not strip down because it is not Mardi Gras. Okay? This is Epcot Festival of the Arts. It entails a certain amount of decorum and clothing. And so that is what I have on, but I'm going to carry the rest anyways. Oh, let me get some out of the aisle one. All right, back from commercial break. So first we have the peppercorn crusted strip loin. It has with grilled asparagus, normally comes with potatoes au gratin and an au poivre butter. I said that wrong. That's okay. So to get it gluten-free, it would be without the potatoes au gratin. It really looks like actually like a very nice cut of steak. It is probably medium rare, I would imagine. I'm going to put a little bite of asparagus with it. We're going to see what happens. Oh. Mm-hmm. That is very tasty, you guys. I think by the time I got it, the butter had kind of melted all over it. Mmm. That tastes really, really good. I enjoy that. And let me tell you a little tip on this. I'm going to have another piece, I think, but not while I'm talking to you, because I'm not going to. Tasting is one thing. Eating while you're talking is another. At my house, we call it food mouse. So we try to do that. Anyhow, so when I was up there ordering, the person at the cashier stand, who was amazing, just so sweet, handling all this stuff, got all the information that they needed, and then called the allergy chef to talk their way through it. But I think to me, it felt like there were a couple things getting lost in translation. Like, no, we can't do the steak gluten-free, or we can't do this. And then there was something about like, oh, you can't have the tort either. On these items, I knew that I could with some modifications just after having met with a few other people earlier today. So I just simply asked, I said, is it all right if I communicate with the chef directly? Just if I talk to them, I kind of want to understand. They said, of course you can do that. Handed me the phone. I got on. I said, this is the guest. My name is Gina. And then we started to talk about kind of the options. What had happened is, because, where some people are, it can be very, very loud in those areas. So what the chef had understood is that I had a gluten and dairy allergy. And so for those two allergies, I was not able to get a lot of these things. However, when I explained that I do not have a dairy allergy, it is just a gluten allergy. And then I just asked if I could have these. He went through the modifications with me, asked if I was okay with them. And then here we are, off to the races. And so, Okay. Check out what's coming up next. Also over here, I'm going to put this in the shade. Also over here, we have this lobster salad, steakhouse lobster Caesar salad, which sounds delightful. It is with romaine and red oak lettuces, warm water, lobster, radish, and house-made Caesar dressing. 1 second. Okay, here we have for this Caesar salad. It's like all over the plate. There's just so much of it here, and it is kind of a little roly-poly. So I'm trying to break things off into a seemingly more manageable bite with a little bit of everything. I don't have the radish on here, I'll leave that separately. But here is a lobster. There's even, use my allergy skewer. There's these big chunks of lobster in here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chunks of lobster. So it's decent. It's a decent amount of lobster. Oh, wow. Let me see how much this is. $9. $9 for this lobster Caesar salad, and honestly, this is a good amount. Wow. I'm impressed with that. The Caesar flavor is definitely there. They had to omit the breadcrumbs on top in order to make it gluten-free. Truthfully, as I'm sitting here eating it, I don't even think that you would need the breadcrumbs, and I'm sure they would add a little bit of something, but I don't think that you need to have it. Get that radish with that Caesar dressing. Yeah. This is delicious. Oh my God. And you could cut the steak up even more, put it on top of your salad with the asparagus. Bada bing, bada boom. You know what I mean? Ooh. Okay. Let's try the next one. Okay, so here we go. The next one is a dark chocolate torte. It's a flourless chocolate cake, whipped cream, and raspberries. So I'm trying to, can I get the perfect bite? Maybe not.
Yeah, I think I just saw it.
It's taking too long. You're like, Gina, just get to the point. Just get down to it. All right, here we go. Here we go. That is so good. That is so good. It has no right to be that good. Look at that inside. It is dense,
Not the same menu.
but like still kind of fluffy. I don't even know how to describe it. It's moist, ooey, gooey with all this chocolate sauce on top. They just poured it on. A whipped cream on the raspberries. Oh, Disney. Thank you. Thank you for this. Wow. This is a star. You got to get this. So far, my favorite things have been the sweets today, which is very unusual. But wow, oh, I'm digging this. Okay. America. Oof. You guys got to get it. I spent almost 2 minutes talking about this one cake. I could spend more. You want more? Follow me on TikTok. Gluten-free Gina. Next up, we have Hoshiki over in Japan. This is another third-party booth, but let's see what they got. Okay, look. It's not the best lighting. We got a little half and half business going on. But I have a table and I didn't feel like balancing everything on my lap. So we're going to make this work. You and I and you. That's going to come off. We're falling off the rails here, people. How can I put this? All right. That's going to work. It's going to work. I know it. Maybe not. Whatever. Okay, so goshiki. Sorry. The only item there that can be gluten-free is the sushi donut. That is what I have right here. It's a donut-shaped sushi with salmon, tuna, shrimp, cucumber, and sesame seeds all over a decorated plate of wasabi aioli, sriracha aioli, which I have here, represented in green. In one corner, we have green. In one corner, we have sriracha aioli in the red. And in no corner do we have the eel sauce because that baby, she ain't gluten-free. She got the wheat. So we don't want her. Okay. And I get this every year because I love sushi. And I realize that I'm on this like seafood eating frenzy today. I apologize. I'm going to make it up to some of you that don't eat the fish in a little bit. I promise. But for now, it's got like it's packed with all this ginger in the center. There is no polite way to eat this. So I'll tell you the protocol over at the Japan booth. If you say you have an allergy or you ask to look at the allergy binder, they readily give it to you. It is a nice red binder with laminated pages, very clear, easily marked. You can see all of the things are highlighted, and then just tell them what you need. They have been a little finicky on allergy protocols in the past. So it does depend on your level of comfort because, of course, they're not verifying with anybody and calling an allergy chef. This one is like a build your own. So you got to do it on your own. But I'm going to get a little salmon and rice and sriracha. We're going to put a little wasabi on there too because we're feeling funky today. Oh, that's actually really good. Kind of wish it was all salmon. That is delicious. We got a big old filleted piece of shrimp on there. This is a really very nice option. And I think it wasn't bad. I forget how much it was. I had to look at my receipt. Sorry about that. I'm not here for the prices. I'm here for the foodses. For the drinks over in Japan. Sushi donut every year. It's good. I love it. Plus, their drinks are good. So they have a green apple boba. They have a sake flight, and a pineapple punch. All of those listed on there are gluten-free by ingredient. They also have, so I got the masu sake, which is here. I'm going to tell you how this is. And then I'm going to tell you why I got it. So I love sake because it feels like it's warming. There's something about it that has like this warming quality to it. It does not bite you in the back of the throat like you would with with another straight alcohol maybe. It doesn't have that. But you can taste that there's some business going on in there. I mean, she ain't here to play, right? She's like here to get you warm. It's delicious. And it's a nice, I mean, that's a pretty nice size of sake. This little girl here and her little flowered shaped thing is $14. And I'll tell you why. It's not necessarily because of this. It's because of this. So it comes in a personalized wooden, is this what you're supposed to do? Personalized wooden box. The box is your take-home souvenir, and they just put the cup in it. They used to pour it directly into the box, and I'm glad they don't do that anymore because that was a bit of a mess trying to walk it around, and then I'm not really sure how to drink out of it. I just don't know. So on one side, and this year is different. They didn't used to do this, but on this year they are doing, they have like little drawings, Epcot, sake, they've got all different things going on. And then you tell them your name, and it's backwards. I'll do it forwards in a minute. They write your name, and then they write it in Japanese. It says, welcome to Japan. So when I said my name was Gina, they go, oh, Gina-san. I was like, yeah, now I feel like the Karate Kid. So, yeah. So you can get this. I'm going to use it as a planter afterwards because I'm crafty like that. And drink my sake and have some more brilliant ideas because that's how it gets when we start drinking. But I'll show you the other way. I'll show you the non-mirrored image. Okay, ready? Okay, here we go. Sake cheers. Welcome to Japan. Ah, how cool. That and a sushi donut. Let's rock. Here we're over in Morocco at the Tangerine Cafe, Flavors of the Meridian. This is going to be the same every single festival until they change it. They just keep this stuff here all the time. We have a Moroccan wrap. You would have to do any of these without the wrap. The chicken, spice lamb, and they can do the falafel. So without the wrap, and then just get the kind of the tomato, cucumber relish salad on that. It is good. I've had that before, so I'm not going to get it today. Then we have a hard cider, strawberry lime, blueberry lavender, and a pomegranate fizz. Or you can do a hard cider flight. So here you go, over in Morocco. Delicious. Okay, here we are over at Vibrante and Vivito. This is the Latin sort of flair to it over here. In the past, this has been sort of an Encanto stand, and it has taken various forms, but it's always Vibrante and Vivito during the Festival of the Arts. Over here, they have a chorizo and potato empanada. That is not for you. Do you know what? I'm just going to switch this around. Let's see. What's up? They've got a chorizo and potato empanada, not for you. Spicy ajiaco soup. That one has arbol chili spiced chicken, potato, avocado, corn, and creme fraiche. It is phenomenal. I would get it right now if this line wasn't 500,000 miles long and I didn't have to pick the kids up. So anyhow, you know what I mean? You're kind of balancing here. There's also a mango cheesecake. That one we cannot have. And that I wanted to tell you about is they have a layered berry pina colada smoothie. This has wild berry, pina colada, and strawberry. It looks delicious. It has like a little white chocolate thing on top. That one is gluten-free. It does contain dairy, so it is not dairy-free, and it cannot be vegan. But that one is a good one because it comes with a souvenir cup for $5. That would be for the kids or for you if you don't want to partake, or you can have it with spiced rum in it if you want to up that price from $5 to $15. Yep, so there you go. Get that soup. Get that soup. I'm telling you, we are all over the place today. Anyhow, yes. Get the soup. I love the soup. I actually brought my little to-go thermos too because I planned on eating some of the soup and then taking the rest of it home. But that is not what is happening right now. So I'm going to come back on a different day for that. But I have one more dish that I'm dying to try. We have made it over to l'art de la cuisine François. There are no food items here that can be gluten-free. I'm so sorry. It does look good. Baked brie, I would love that. Crab cake, are you kidding? I'm on a crab bonanza today. Eclair, none of that can happen. They do have a white wine, a rosé, and a frozen French martini. Now, the frozen French martini is gluten-free by ingredient. It has vodka, Chambord, Dole, pineapple juice, Minute Maid orange juice, and grape juice with a lemon lime foam. So if that was feeling like a have to have for you, you could stand in line for that. Those when you're looking for like gluten-free on ingredients with those, you do sort of just need to verify for yourself, honestly, with any of the drinks. But there you go. That's what we have in France. Russell. We've made it to Canada. Gourmet landscapes. Here we go. Boy, do we have oh my gosh, Maleficent arrived. Did you see that shadow? We've got wild mushroom risotto, which is plant-based and gluten-free. Should be right here. We got roasted bone marrow, which if you remove the bread is gluten-free and dairy-free. Should be right here. And we have a beet tartare. Should be right here and about to be right here in front of you. Okay, let's go get her. Let's go get her. She's waiting for you. All right, yep, we got gourmet landscapes. Ooh, I'm in the shade and it's like, killer. Okay, so there are 3 dishes here, and one of them is marked gluten-free. That is the wild mushroom risotto. That is also vegan. So that's a double for you. That has aged Parmesan, truffle shavings, and Zinfandel reduction. I have liked that one in the past. I did not get it this time just because I wanted to do something a little bit different, but I think that that is a wonderful option. Plus, it's usually like a pretty decent portion in there. They do have the roasted bone marrow. That one is gluten-free and dairy-free. That has an onion marmalade, pickled mushrooms, and petite lettuce. That one is gluten-free, dairy-free without the bread. It normally comes with a big old hunkin' piece of bread on the side. So if you omit the bread, then that one is good to go as well. Just make sure that you let them know the allergy so they can, of course, check and make sure everything's good for you. And then we have the citrus braised beet tartare. This is another plant-based vegan dish. This is with a golden beet egg yolk. I actually don't know what they are, but it looks like, you know, that little eggy on the top, but it's not there. Okay. Mustard vinaigrette, pickled mustard seeds, pickled mushrooms, spiced pistachios, and feta snow. This normally comes with a focaccia. The focaccia is not gluten-free. Are you shocked? You shouldn't be. The focaccia is not gluten-free, but you can have the dish without it. Again, they just call the allergy chef and confirm. Okay, this is the same dish that they've had for several years now. It's just taken on different forms and looked a little bit different, which I kind of appreciate. I like that artsy quality about it of just sort of like making it into something new each time you get it. That's pretty cool, you know what I mean? All right, let's see. So I got a little bit of all the things. Mmm. Wow. The pistachios on top make a big difference. That's like a very nice crunch to them. Gives it a little bit of that saltiness. The feta has a little salty in it too. The beets with that vinaigrette on it, very nicely done. And then of course we have these pickled, what is this? What's the mushroom? Pickled mushrooms. Are these oyster mushrooms? They're not oyster mushrooms. Mm-hmm. Woo. I want to mix that guy up in there a little bit. That's pickled. Definitely pickled. This is a great dish. I really like this. Plus, it's nice and light, and sometimes you need that in these festivals, but it's also good to have another booth that can be fully gluten-free if you wanted all the things. So we've got several places that we can go to with multiple options. I would say to zero in on that, and we'll do a debrief here shortly.
You're good, lady.
These are 150.
Those are 150. Those are 150. Okay.
Okay. Woof. We did it. We did all of that stuff. And also, I even stopped by a booth and got some art. This is the only second time that I have bought anything. Both times happened to have been at this festival. And the artist was here today. So he signed it. And he took a picture with him. Isn't that cool? And he told me some stuff about the painting and hidden objects in it and all kinds of things like that. So that's going to be really sweet. I'm excited about that. So let's break down what we had a little bit, just so we know. We started with 4 items that were in, I think it was 4 items or 5 items in the app that said that they were gluten-free. Maybe there was 6, I don't know, somewhere in between there, 4 to 6, not 6 to 7, 4 to 6 items in there. And I always call that the start of negotiations, because there are so many things that Disney is willing to do for us and that the chefs are willing to do and accommodate and modify, and they're like hip to all that jive before we even come in. So it's not like we're asking for things that are like blown out of proportion and any of that nonsense. They already know. And so many things are simple, like the mussels. Well, let's see, we have the mussels, we have the bone marrow, the beets, I think that's it. The crab. All of these things are gluten-free if we just take the bread off. I mean, there's 4 more items right there with just a side of bread. And what you call that is being health conscious and low carb. So it's fine, right? Because we feel better about ourselves and we're not getting reactions from gluten. I would say that there's several booths here that were surprising. So Mexico has 2 items that are gluten-free. Canada, all 3 items can be gluten-free. America, all 3 items can be gluten-free. That's a lot of different areas that you can get a ton of stuff. And so if you need to concentrate, on like where you're going to with that, I would say that those are the ones to look at. We also have at the Vito, I'm going to say it wrong again. Anyways, the old Encanto booth, that one is great with the soup. We've got several fish dishes, a couple of gluten-free vegan ones, and even the dessert. So we've got the cake, and then we had the popsicle. This was really very surprising and wonderful. And I know that some of you will say, oh, there's still not enough for me and I need more than that. And that is okay, because in about a month and a half from now, we are gonna have Flower and Garden Festival, and that one always brings it. I mean, I usually have 5, 6, sometimes more pages of items that we can get. So continue to follow along. Thank you for staying with me. The guide, as you're watching this, the guide on my website is published. You can download it. It's easy peasy. It's very colorful, easy to read. It'll give you all the information on gluten-free, gluten-free dairy-free, gluten-free vegan, also scripts on how to order. I'll include the alcohol in there, and then some extras like other snacks around the park. Also, I have the full guide on my site that is always there, and I continuously update that every time there is a menu update somewhere. And that one covers all 4 of our parks. It doesn't cover resorts because there's like 500,000 of them, but it does cover those 4 things. And so let me know what you need next. Maybe like a Disney Cruise Line guide? I don't know. I do like to cruise. All right, thanks you guys. Keep painting. Get it? Because it's Festival of the Arts. I didn't say cheers. Who am I kidding? Till next time. Cheers.